this moment, in this very critical moment that both Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa are all, over there in Finland, Simon Ekpa has been detained for 6 years, and down here in Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in DSS custody. So recently, everybody's attention has been turned to this case of Simon Ekpa. What is his team? What is his team doing about it? Of course, you know, in Nnamdi Kanu's case, IPOB family, Ndi Igbo, everyone, both home and abroad, has been urging the Tinubu-led administration, even urging Donald Trump and international powers to intervene. We will now look at in this video, now that Simon Ekpa is in detention, what statement, what has his own camp, his own people, is there any move they are making, or will Simon Ekpa remain there forever throughout the 6 years? This is the statement that Simon Ekpa's group just released, and we'll be looking at it paragraph by paragraph, so that the essence is our people need to know what is going on. You need to get the full gist, so that when you talk with others, when you discuss with people, you know exactly the current state of things. Now we move on. This is the statement as we just got it. Office of the Acting Prime Minister, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, official memo responding to Finland court against Biafra. Finland court against Biafra. We must now move on. Okay? Finland court and Nigeria are scared of Biafra independence. Simon Ekpa is a Biafra on global stage. BRGIE, being the legal entity for Biafra independence, wishes to tell Nigerians globally that we have recorded another victory in European region. If you fight for independence and the country you are fighting against don't gang up against you or get scared of you, then it means you have not started yet. Nigeria got scared of Biafra independence to the point that they have called on all international communities to stop Biafrans abroad from hosting media discussions about Biafran independence. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a Biafran leader, was kidnapped in Kenya by Nigerian government because of the fear of Nigeria against Biafra independence. Amnesty International recorded that Nigeria army killed over 150 peaceful IPOB members in 2016 and over 1,000 killed between 2023 and 2025. All these reports are available in the media. At this point, Biafra Independent Declaration Call has been heard in European courts. They are not aware of what Biafra means. Every Biafran should be happy that we have come this far, reaching out to the International European Commission through the imprisonment of our BRGE leader, Ekpa Simon Njoko. Biafrans will increase momentum in making sure that our sovereignty is regained after this great victory in Finland with Nigeria. With Nigeria working together, BRGIE Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is just our voice and eye to the world, while Biafrans back home will restore Biafra fully. We are ready. Now that Europe understands clearly our case, we shall mount more pressure in Washington, D.C. to make sure our demands are met. This is paragraph 1. Let's look at the next paragraph. BRGE will appeal, pay attention, the next move that Simon Ekpa's camp wants to take. They say BRGE will appeal this court verdict, and our Prime Minister will join us later, convicting Biafran independence icon Simon Ekpa Njoko guilty of committing terrorism offenses because of standing up to the voices of over 80 million Biafran yearning for Biafran independence restoration is a shame to Finland authority. The Potsdam District Court in Finland has sentenced Simon Ekpa, a former Lottie councillor, to 6 years in prison after convicting him of terrorism-related crimes, aggravated tax fraud, and breaching Finland's Lawyers Act. The ruling, delivered on Monday, 1st September, according to the court, adjudicated that EKPA played a central role in promoting separatist violence in Nigeria's Biafran region between August 2021 and November 2024. Judges concluded that he used his large following on social media to incite crimes with terrorist intent and to strengthen a movement seeking independence for Biafra. BRGIE wishes to inform everyone that the verdict against BRGA Prime Minister Simon Ekpa represents a biased conclusion of judicial authority controlled by pressure from above, lacking clarity between legitimate political activity and terrorism in a way that could cool free speech globally. Let us take this sentence again. BRGIE wishes to inform everyone that the verdict against BRGIE Prime Minister Simon Ekpa represents a biased conclusion of judicial authority controlled by pressure from above, lacking clarity between legitimate political activity and terrorism in a way that could cool free speech globally. You convicted Simon Ekpa primarily for his social media activities advocating for Biafran independence, a case rooted in historical grievances from Nigeria's Civil War era of 1967 to 1970s, labeling his online posts and organizational efforts as public incitement to conduct crime for terrorist purposes. This sets a dangerous precedent, equating separatist rhetoric with direct involvement in violence. We must now move on. Where in the 21st century has a call for Biafra independence sovereignty become a terrorist act? Finland court assertions that EKPA equipped group with weapons, explosives, and ammunition through his network lacks circumstantial evidence. This rhetoric is influenced by pressures from the Nigerian government, which has long sought to silence Biafran voices using Nigerian courts, police, navy, army, air force, civil defense, Ebubago, Fulani Islamic Jihadist terrorist group, Udogachi, Agonechemba, recruited Fulani vigilantes, senators, governors, and community chiefs. Now to the last paragraph. Recall that Nigerian APC PDP terrorist organization had kidnapped the Biafran leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya in June 2021 until date held incommunicado in Nigeria against all odds. There are no evidence of EKPA ordering weapons during his trial. This alone exposes the liability of the prosecution of our BRGIE Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Charges of aggravated tax fraud and violating the Lawyers Act seem tagged on him to accelerate the sentence to the happiness of Nigerian government owing to the economic ties of Finland. It served to drive attention from main issue why Simon Ekpa was taken to court, which was Biafra. Whether advocating for self-determination and Biafran independence aggressively conceals terrorism. Finland now prioritizes the international relations with Nigeria, undermining the very democratic principles Finland claimed to uphold. This press statement or press release was signed by Honorable Ugochukwu Nkere, BRGIE Acting Prime Minister, on 4th of September 2025. This is the news. This is the statement as we got it. There's another video on the screen. There's another video on the screen right now. Click on it and watch.